Why does every electrician think that the past electrician did a terrible job? Because all old curmudgeonly contractors think they are the best and the whole world can't hold a candle to them. Because the new electrician is hoping to make himself look good by drawing your attention to someone else's work. Obviously, the next electrician will do the same and probably point out the same fault. Yet bizarrely, none of them will fix it. Same in IT with developers. Technology advances and safety guidelines are put in place. Revisions are abundant as well. So it's bound to happen that the next person critiques the last guy's work as things progress more. Because we are obviously there having to fix it. But in all honesty, most house ropers are unlicensed hacks. Most won't admit that they are also planning on not doing a great job themselves. As long as it's functional and safe. Because they have their own style of doing their job. They adapted that style because they think it's the best. Also, sometimes the guy before actually did a terrible job. Because many times have previous repairs been done by a single electrician who got selected because he was the cheapest or fastest. And since nobody is keeping an eye on him, and he has to do it for nearly nothing, is the correct solution sometimes too time-consuming? Maybe a part has to be ordered. Cables replaced by new ones or other things. Then is it easier to just budget together fast? Close it up and get the hell out of there. What is the healthiest and unhealthiest thing you do regularly? Healthy, eat lots of vegetables and fruit when I'm hungry at night. Take my vitamin gummies every day and drink lots of water. Unhealthy, eat marshmallow cakes at night. Zero exercise. Drink regular Coke and eat junk for breakfast. Healthiest, CrossFit. 5Ks. Half/full marathons. Unhealthiest, vape. On one hand, vapes are what got me to quit cigarettes for good. On the other hand, I'm half convinced I'm more hooked on vapes than I ever was cigarettes to begin with. Healthiest, my job's more physical than the average. And I do most of my errands on foot. So conveniently my daily needs / etc. double as my exercise. Unhealthiest, sugar and fat. I just fucking love ice cream. Daily ice cream. Physical health. Healthiest, trying to eat healthy. Braising or baking instead of frying. Almost not buying fast food. Soft drinks and sugary sweets. Unhealthiest, smoking. Mental health. Healthiest, therapy. Self-care. Being honest with myself. Unhealthiest, negative thinking. Healthy, I drink a ton of water. Lemon water. ACV. And eat a lot of fresh, colorful foods. Veggies are my favorite. I do a decent amount of Pilates and yoga. And take care of my mental health, or try to, in the way of staying stimulated with books, crafts, and time outdoors in the fresh air. Unhealthy, I don't allow myself enough sleep. I struggle to not overindulge in alcohol. I say yes to too many things and overburden myself because God's forbid I disappoint anyone. And I am way too critical on myself. If you could have one more day with a late loved one, how would you spend it? I'd take my dad to do an escape room with me. He was a detective for most of his life and he gave me his love for mysteries/puzzles. He passed away before they got popular and I've always wished I could do one with him. Then we'd spend the rest of the day on the porch talking about life. We'd trade whatever books we'd recently finished and recommend movies/TV shows to each other. If I could choose the weather too, we'd have a beautiful summer lightning storm to watch. I really miss him. I would, to spend the day with my dad who passed away when I was 6.5 months pregnant. My daughter looks just like her dad and would love to my daughter spend whole day getting to know her dad, and I would have just one more night of intimacy with my daughter's dad just for old time's sake. I would sit and talk with my grandpa. I would tell him how I graduated with my master's and how he is my biggest inspiration on my educational journey. He had so many interesting tidbits of knowledge on other cultures and history. He also told interesting jokes that his father would tell him. I would love to give him a hug and let him know how much I love him. I feel like saying it in words is never enough and doesn't capture how I truly feel. I miss him so much. I was not expecting this question to make me cry so much. Life is strange. My dad. We'd go to the donut shop. Get his chocolate donut and small coffee. We'd go to a classic car show afterwards and talk all about which ones he saw who driving back in the days and about how my favorite cars are always there and too many of them. We'd grab Taco Bell or Burger King for lunch afterwards. Maybe watch a movie together. But if I had the ability, I'd make a several-hour-long video of us just chatting. God, I miss his voice so much. He died in September last year and it's only been a few months, but a part of my heart will never recover. I lost my parents' cat. What should I do? Does she have a blanket that smells like her? Hang it somewhere near the door. If she got outside and then got spooked by something, she might have ran off and lost her bearings. If she smells something familiar, it can help her find her way home. Cats gore people when they just don't want to be around them, and frankly you are not their owner, so calling is a waste of time. What will work is shaking a bag of Friskies with the door open. They probably won't realize it is you and they love those things. Alternatively, use whatever cat treat you do have. Also, in the snow they are probably cold, so tap the hood of your car in case they decided to take a nap on the warm engine. Most likely they are still in the house, but if they did get out, that should lure them back in. Check for the cat's footprints in the snow. She may blend in, but unless it is still snowing you will at least know if she did get out and isn't sleeping somewhere. Go look everywhere out in the yard. And try taking routes the cat might have taken if it got out. Keep in mind cats tend to like keeping a wall to their side. Or hiding underneath something. So Teresa, good chance it just went around the house and hid in a bush. If it's not used to you. It could also just be hiding inside the house. My parents had a cat that we've thought escaped like 9 times. And every time he was just hiding somewhere weird. Like inside of the couch. Go look for her. Cats don't run. They hide. Look under every bush. Inside every car. Underneath the house. Stand at the door and rattle her food or repeatedly crack a can of cat food. Depending on what she eats. If you're 100% positive she's not indoors. Leave the door open with her food just inside. It sounds like you live somewhere it snows. So honestly I doubt she'd willingly go out into that. I say be extremely careful and search every crevice of the house.